And here's the next video. Now, we told you people to keep arresting and trying to say that we're nothing. It's really quite appalling. Last night, there was a problem. Actually, it was the night before. I'm going to tell you. There was a man that came and threatened my blessed Bishop Feet and I, when we were little kids, for imposters trials and fake moon, all that came up against us all. He threatened to do something really bad. He was a terrorist. The man is old, okay? And the night before, there was a terrorist scare, where at our place that we own, uh, and where I sometimes sit, and at night, uh, it's a pattern after Buckingham Palace. We touch our own gardens, resorts, and hotels. A large chain of summer palaces are hidden inside the resorts. Anyways, the man came and he was and the police were around, and they were looking for the terrorist threat. But it was the old man. I remembered him, and he was harassing me about making a furor and this, that, and the other. They needed to have a Nazis in our places and everything, and he was crying, and I remembered him. Okay, and so I told the police there was something wrong with the man, and then he came again last night. The police left the night before, and he came again last night, and the crooked guards at our place came and made me leave and go out into really more cold weather. It was very, very cold outside last night, and where we sit, where I sit sometimes, I try to stay a little bit warmer. I have to sit outside where I have to catch these people, because you see what happened to our family when they were inside their home. Okay, so we want to tell you that, because when I was kidnapped and had a memory, and they were trying to cover up them, they punched a hole in my brain in my bed while I slept. The kidnappers. So we're telling you what people do, and so I'm trying to talk to you, and then there's a person in the other room, and I'm trying to talk over it so you can hear me. Anyway, so the man came again last night, and so the crooked Borman guards were really mean, and they made me sit out in the cold and let the men stay in something that we own to be sheltered and kept warm, and didn't do anything. And then even the crooked police, that there would be Borman police that would threaten and arrest too. You know, we get the crooked police too. Uh, put some they go to jail. Crooked police go to jail. But towards the kidnappers bragging about they have crooked police and crooked judges and crooked lawyers in place to Jenna and that breast implanted Eichmann's son-in-law, who pretends to be a woman, and things. They bragged about their kids. They had lots of things in place, crooked judges and crooked lawyers, so they could get what they. That's why they got away with so much. So all the crooked law enforcement is leaving, and along with the crooks. So we just want to say that to you too. Now that was really not right, and I just suffer from frostbite, and I wear frostbite boots at night, even indoors, and they're sort of like they're like slippers, but they keep your feet warmer. And I just think that it's very appalling. We all do that. Criminals would do such a thing. Now, the man that was the security with us told me that they were actually helping the bad people to try to hurt us. Well, that's obvious. If the man is in a shelter, where a sheltered area where I stay that we own, and he threatened to do something to my husband, and for imposter trials and with them, that tried to hurt us all. That's really appalling that the bad crooks would try to help him continue to hurt us. And other things too, like there were two other guards. We own Everest. We told you we own Everest coffee houses, and they were patterned after the fact that we climbed Mount Everest, Mount Blessed Shavit and I. And we ultimately were little kids. We're the youngest to ever climb Mount Everest. There's a waylay station in the middle. They take a photograph and everything. And my beloved husband Shavit took me up on the second time to tell me that if I didn't believe that he loved me, he would throw himself off. He put a note in the back of his glove. I'm like, I believe it, because other people were trying. I believe you love me. I believe you love me. They're beautiful. The way that they were patterned after the fact that we love each other. We're the king and queen of the Himalayas. That's Mount Everest. So we would climb Mount Everest. There are people there at a certain point. And that's where Caracal lamb comes from. That's the right way to pronounce it. Not Caracal, Caracal. And so we want to tell you, they eat everything. The lamb is used, they use the meat and the fur. Everything is used the lamb of the sheep. And so we just want to say that. Now, so that's what the coffee houses are patterned after. But there was a crooked guard that attacked me. He seemed like a combination of a Borman and a Rudolph Hess. And I had a vision that he tried to do something. He would try to do something to me. But every time I come, he tries to attack me. The McDonald's we own, that we inherited, is next door, and then the Everest coffee house that we made are right next door to that. And the man tells me to get away because I'm trying to stay warm by the car. What do you want? Go away, like that. And he guns up to me. He takes my suitcase. They try to finish off my suitcase. The wheel is like really, really broken, wobbly, like it's gonna break. And it's new. I bought it from a place where the man's suitcase will stay a little while. Anyway, so to make a long story short, because the video's gonna cut off soon. The man was attacking me. So these two guards, even the other one that used to be nice, that was a game. They were actually trying to get me over, and I go across to our Sheridan, and there's this man that had threatened to hurt us, and then the other crooked guards. But so I just want to say that to you too. It's not correct. Only a Nazi will try to kill you and take your things or pop up in your stuff. The man that I told him, so we don't never own anything. He says, well, that's a crook if you ask me, because we own Everest Coffee houses too. I'm going to say it to you now. We're going to make another video for you. And my beloved community loves you very much. And this is as much as I love my beloved community too. As you can see, and we're together and have the husband for eternity with each other. We'll make another video in just a second.